Hello and welcome to the Lightsaber Emporium. You want it? We got it. What do we got this time?
I see you have a new lightsaber.
Indeed!
Your skills in collection are complete.
We have Luke's lightsaber. Last time we talked about Anakin's, which is also Luke's to an extent. But now we have the proper one that he made.
And also according to Disney, Rey's, but nobody talks about that anymore.
Oh yeah. No, Rey never... Oh yeah. For a second I'm like, wait, Rey never had it. I'm like, oh yeah, you're talking about Anakin still.
On that note, there are many rumors that Disney is planning to erase the sequel trilogy. We shall see.
I mean, I can kind of understand, although we did enjoy the most recent one.
Yes, but we enjoyed it for guilty pleasure reasons, let's admit it.
Because we're Star Wars nerds. We should be allowed to enjoy a Star Wars movie just because it's a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, but at the very least it was fun.
And
it was stupid, but it was fun.
Let's just talk about Toy. Alright, so it was Revenge of the Sith, or no, sorry,
no, Luke wasn't in.
No, I'm getting my
Revenge.
Sorry, I'm getting my acronyms.
Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, I got my acronyms wrong by one letter. Return of the Jedi. ROTJ versus ROTH. But yeah, and he kept for most of his life after that point.
Until he almost killed Ben with it.
And I think he kept it his whole life in the EU. He did eventually get a second, a more Tonto-style lightsaber, which had a
specifically to fight a villain that I really, really wanted to see on the big screen.
Whiplash.
Well, kind of. That's not her actual name, but
I know.
Basically.
I know, that's the joke. But what was it Marge? No, it wasn't Marge.
No, that was the woman he married.
Yeah, he fought her at least once.
Yeah, and then he married because
she was basically a secretary to Darth Sidious at one point. But yeah. Do we even need to talk about the box? It's a Force Effects box. It's nice, but it's kind of in shambles because it's old.
Yeah, a little bit of tape would fix that, but yeah.
I'll do that at some point. Open her up, and we get styrofoam.
They can't see it. Open it up the other way. Turn it around.
Oh, a piece of it just flew off. A piece of the box is now missing. Here you go. A piece of the box. I forgot that was the on-off switch. But here we go. We've got Luke's in a metal variety. Because we have many Luke Skywalker lightsabers.
Aluminum, as most Force Effects lightsabers are now.
As the tradition goes, it is very similar to Obi-Wan's lightsaber. Because it's kind of a Jedi tradition to design your lightsaber based off your masters. And he wasn't going to make one designed off Master Yoda's, because Yoda didn't have a lightsaber in the original trilogy.
Well, except for Darth Vader, who based his lightsaber off his old lightsaber.
That too. Because he was so comfortable holding that one. And he's like, no, I don't want to change. There's... Oh, that's surprising. I like the third color of a little bit of brown. I think that's brown.
Copper.
Copperish.
Yeah, I think it's actually supposed to be copper. It might even actually be brushed copper. Because it has a different texture than this. It does actually feel like it's copper plated.
And also right on the activation button.
That's plastic though.
Yeah, but the same color.
Yes.
A little bit of black striping.
But the idea is it's clearly supposed to be copper.
Yeah. Damn, I don't think we have Obi-Wan's lightsaber from the original trilogy or Revenge of the Sith onward. But they're similar in the pommel style.
Give me one moment.
Okay. And they're also similar in the multiple little ring sections here. Also, yes, it also... So you can see just where he got his design inspirations from. I imagine this one's also probably inspired by Qui-Gon's. But they also have copper in almost the same area. It's kind of reversed, but you can see just exactly. And the I forget which one's the pommel. No, I think the bottom is the pommel, the top is the hand guard. But they have the exact same style bottom. And you can see, yeah, I would say Obi-Wan's second lightsaber is designed, inspired at least somewhat by Qui-Gon's. Although that's...
You can tell this is one of my older ones.
I was about to mention that.
And I've used it a lot.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I fought you and you probably used that. I don't know.
And what's funny, on a little side note about these early edition ones, the blades were often the wrong color.
They often release them in multiple colors.
Exactly.
So there's one of Qui-Gon's in blue.
Yeah, like this one, which I'm not going to extend the blade
Green.
because it'll mess up the blue screen.
Green, the proper one, and one in red. I've actually had two.
And they have purple too.
Yeah. I've had two of them in red because one of them broke. One of them stopped locking, I think, or I forget what it was. At the time, they were readily available in stores and really cheap, so... I don't know if you want to put that back. I mean, it is technically Darth Vader did own it after he killed Obi-Wan. Until Luke, I believe, reclaimed it.
I think he like kept it in a little shrine or mounted on a wall in his Mustafar castle.
To remind him of the battle where he almost got killed. Lights and sounds. I already did that once by accident, but...
And we should probably talk about the battery pack.
So, yeah. Also, yeah. Over, I am doing something, but I missed. Come on. I'm not going to lean over. There we go. So this is the original battery pack that came with it, and I guess due to age and poor conditions, it's not really usable anymore. It doesn't really create as good a sound as that.
So what we did
is we've actually taken the battery from this one. This is a re-release of the Darth Maul lightsaber, and we kind of put it in here and made sure it barely just connected.
Because yeah, the issue is that the battery pack for that was slightly narrower than the battery pack for this. However,
Where'd that go?
The 3 pegs for the connection still line up. You just have to very carefully insert it just right and very slowly screw on.
There you go.
Yeah. But that just means that if you want, you can't use both at the same time. You have to transfer it back and forth.
Also, I like the out-of-canon reason why he switched to a green blade, because they had to record in bright light and the blue kind of would have not been seen very well. So of all the colors Lucas chose, he chose green, and then they made it an actual in-universe reason why. Because green is more associated with knowledge in the Force.
They're
non-combat
Force consulars.
Yes. Where the blue is more, while it's the generic one is more associated with direct combat, like people who
the knights, the warriors, the fighters, the ones who actually go out and, you know, kick ass. Whereas
in self-defense, of course.
What?
In self-defense, of course.
From a certain point of view.
Just like the Power Rangers have a rule, don't escalate a battle unless you're forced to. The Jedi have a rule, only fight in self-defense.
Which, like, even outside of Anakin, I see them violating that all the time in the prequels, but anyway. That
Right.
could be, part of the underlying message George Lucas was trying to put in the prequels, that the Jedi were,
Their own worst enemy.
well, no, the Sith were their worst enemy, but they were hindering their own cause
Yeah.
sometimes.
Alright, so for comparisons, if you want to hold that one, we've got multiple. We've got a cheaper one. And we've got an even cheaper one.
This is the one I most commonly use for video sketches on my channel.
And also,
And like the blue ones we reviewed, the ultimate effects, as these are called, which have a plastic hilt and a shorter blade, so they're much easier to swing around. They do this thing where they blink and flash when you hit them, whereas the force effects don't.
because they didn't blink in the movie, so they don't blink in the ones that are supposed to be as real, as close to the movie accurate as possible.
Regardless, I personally still prefer the ultimate effects ones for myself because they're a lot easier to swing around, and especially when I'm in a big bulky mascot suit and I just have to use an elastic to anchor it to a big yellow paw, it's a lot more practical.
And I like the force effects ones because I've gotten used to their weight, and it feels a lot more like I've got as close to an actual sword as possible in my hands.
The only issue is lightsabers aren't actual swords. They don't have a counterweight.
Laser sword. And then this one,
Sword.
and this one is the stupid build a saber gimmick, whatever.
It's not a Build-A-Saber, it's, I showed you the Build-A-Saber. This one's just a generic, kid playing in the backyard. The difference between this and the other ones that I showed, I can grab this one again. This one has a switch on it where it releases, but you still have to flick it or let it drop, but it has a switch that releases the blade from a lock position. This one does not. You just flick it. Like that.
Or better than that.
Let's try that again. There we go.
That's a good snap.
Which I suppose kind of works. It's just I prefer the ones with a switch because then it doesn't just like pop out when it's on your belt or something.
What does Palpatine think of Luke's lightsaber?
You want this, don't you? Except I'm cosplaying as Darth Vader, so that reference kind of.
And you also put it back in never mind.
Anyway.
But
I find
Nope, I
your
picked the wrong
attempt at humor disturbing.
I find your lack of lightsabers disturbing. Therefore, go buy this one if you can. It is a nice addition to my collection. Indeed.
We need to find a General Grievous mask for future reviews.
Oh, yeah. But until then, I'm not that guy with the hat.
And I am not your father.
May the Force be with you. And keep it weird.
And keep the dark side up your sleeve.
Kinetai!
Not wearing gloves, so this doesn't really work.
Okay, bye.